Could you take over the night feeding just once? I haven't had more than 2 hours of sleep in a row for weeks.
Go to the doctor.
I've talked to them about it. They called it colic and said it should pass.
Then that's just how she is. Give up.
Give up? She's our daughter. I just need some help. Even just one night where you take the 2 a.m. feeding.
You're being dramatic.
My body is breaking down. I keep forgetting things. Yesterday, I put the milk in the cupboard and the cereal in the fridge. I'm scared I'll make a mistake with Koharu.
You're just adjusting to being a mom. Everyone goes through this.
But not everyone goes through it alone. I just want to sleep peacefully for once. That's all I'm asking for. Could you take over just on weekends? Just Saturday nights so I can get one full night's rest.
I'm going on a trip this week too, so that's impossible.
Another trip? Is it really necessary to go that often?
I work hard all week. Leave me alone on weekends at least. I need time to decompress.
But I work hard too. When do I get to decompress? I'd like to go out freely by myself too. But there's someone I have to protect, even if it means sacrificing myself, right?
My friends have been planning these trips for months.
Do they all know you have a baby? A 3-month-old baby who needs her father?
Of course, they even gave baby gifts.
But they still invite you on trips every weekend? What kind of friends do that?
Don't talk about my friends like they're inconsiderate. They're just trying to help me stay sane.
By taking you away from your family every weekend? Speaking of which, what baby gifts?
I got cash.
Cash? Where is it?
I already used it.
You used baby gift money?
Stop nagging. It's my money to do whatever I want with.
It was a gift for the baby, wasn't it? That money was supposed to be for Koharu's needs. How am I supposed to explain to your friends that their gifts went to your personal expenses?
You don't need to send anything back.
I can't believe this. You have zero awareness as a father.
Are you saying I should give up everything the moment I become a father?
That's not what I mean. But shouldn't family be the priority? Shouldn't your daughter come first?
Did I ever promise that? Did you make me sign some contract before marriage?
It's called being a parent. It's called responsibility.
Then stop complaining, will ya? You knew what kind of person I was when you married me.
But before she was born, you said we'd work together on raising her. You used to rub my belly, didn't you? You'd talk to her and say you couldn't wait to meet her. That made me feel confident I could have this person's child.
It was different from what I imagined. She just cries all the time. I can't tell what she's thinking, and she's no fun to play with. I thought babies would be more interactive.
That's what babies are like. She's 3 months old, not 3 years old. She can't play catch or have conversations yet.
Besides, if it were a boy, I could at least play catch in a few years, but it's a girl.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you serious right now? You're disappointed she's a girl?
Shut up! You're always so irritated. That's why I don't want to be home.
It's my fault. I'm irritated because I'm exhausted. Anyone would be like this raising a child alone. If you helped even a little bit, maybe I wouldn't be so stressed.
I'm not changing my plans. See ya!
Fine, do whatever you want.
I'm leaving for my trip now.
How long will you be gone this time?
Just a weekend.
That's what you said last time, and you came back Monday morning. I had to call in sick to work because I had no childcare.
That was one time.
It was twice, actually. My boss is getting suspicious.
Then figure it out. Hire a babysitter or something.
With what money? You spent the baby gift money, remember?
Not my problem.
How is our child not your problem?
Look, I work hard all week to support this family. The least I deserve is some time to myself.
Some time? You take entire weekends. every single weekend for the past month. When do I get time to myself?
You're home with the baby. That's easier than working.
Easier? I haven't showered in 3 days. I eat standing up while bouncing a crying baby.
You're exaggerating again.
Where exactly are you going anyway? These friend trips every weekend.
Hot Springs this time. We reserved a nice place.
How much did that cost?
Why does it matter?
Because we have a baby who needs things. Because I'm rationing formula to make it last until payday. Because our daughter's clothes don't fit anymore, but we can't afford new ones.
Babies don't need much.
Have you even looked at her lately? Her sleepers are so tight they're leaving marks.
Then buy new ones.
With what money?
Figure it out. I'm not canceling my trip because you can't budget.
You spend whatever you want and leave me to figure out the necessities.
I earned that money.
We are a family. That money supports our family.
Whatever. I'm already in the car.
Of course you are.
I'm taking a break from constant negativity.
The negativity is called reality. Something you seem determined to avoid.
I'll deal with it when I get back.
No, you won't.
You're being ridiculous. My phone is dying anyway. Talk to you later.
Your phone is always dying when we need to talk. How convenient.
I'm back.
Congratulations.
Why are you being sarcastic?
Because Koharu has been screaming for 6 hours straight. And I think she might be getting sick.
Did you take her temperature?
I'm not incompetent, despite what you seem to think. It's slightly elevated, but not quite fever territory.
Then she's probably fine.
Probably fine?
What do you want me to do about it?
I want you to show some concern for your daughter. I want you to ask how I've been managing alone for 3 days.
How have you been managing?
Terrible. She barely slept Friday night after you left. Saturday, she refused to eat and cried constantly. Today, she's been inconsolable.
But you said her temperature's normal.
Babies can be sick without fever. But you'd know that if you ever read any of the parenting books I bought.
I don't have time for books.
But you have time for weekend trips.
Those are necessary for my mental health.
What about my mental health? What about our daughter's need for her father?
She's too young to know the difference.
That's not true, and you know it. Babies can sense stress and absence.
You're being dramatic again. I need a shower.
Of course you do. Run away from this conversation, too.
You're all fine.
We're not fine. I'm not fine. But you don't care enough to notice.
I'm going to shower now.
Whatever. Good morning, Amy. How are you doing? Mom, it's been a while. I'm managing. You don't sound very convincing. Is everything all right? New mom exhaustion, you know how it is. I remember those days well. Koharu turned 3 months old yesterday, right? She must have grown quite a bit. Yes, she's getting so big. Though she's still in some of her newborn clothes because... never mind. I've been looking at the photos you sent constantly. Dad carries them in his wallet and shows everyone. The grocery store clerks probably know her by name now. That's so sweet. I should send more recent ones. Yes, please. If it's not too much trouble, Dad and I would like to visit this weekend. We won't stay long, and you don't need to do anything special for us. Actually, I'm planning to help with the housework. You don't have to do that. Oh, I guess you still feel like you need to tidy up. Having guests over means you'd feel like you have to clean. Sorry about that. I'll visit when things settle down more. That's not it. Please come. I would love to see you. Really? You're not just being polite? I'd be so happy. I want to see you.
I'm glad you feel that way, but are you sure it's okay? You won't feel pressured to entertain us?
Even just 3 hours would be helpful. If you could watch Koharu for me. I know it's terribly rude to ask when you're visiting, but could I please get some sleep?
Is that all you need? Of course, sweetheart. You could go shopping or to a salon if you want. Whatever would make you feel human again.
You wouldn't mind?
Mind? I'd be delighted to spend time with my granddaughter. You mean you haven't had any free time in these 3 months?
Not really, no. Koharu cries so much. She sleeps well when I hold her, but wakes up immediately when I put her down. So I end up holding her most of the day. And most of the night.
Oh, honey, that sounds exhausting. You should have another person helping. Even if not during the day, Chris is there at night, right?
It's complicated.
What is it?
He's not very cooperative, you could say. He says he needs his sleep for work. And that since I'm home with her anyway, I should handle the nights too.
What? That doesn't sound right. Men take time to develop parental awareness. But it's a problem if the husband isn't cooperative. I understand. I'll talk to him subtly when I visit.
Chris probably won't be there when you visit.
On a weekend? That's bad timing.
No, he's going on a trip with friends.
What? Another trip?
Since Koharu was born, he's been staying out almost every weekend. Sometimes Friday night through Sunday night.
With a newborn at home?
He says the crying is too loud and he wants to be alone. He says he needs time to decompress from work. But I don't get any time to decompress.
That's unbelievable. It's his own child. Dad was old-fashioned and didn't help much with housework or childcare. But he at least was present.
When you showed me photos of Chris as a baby, there were many of him playing with Dad at the park. Building sandcastles, teaching him to ride a bike. I thought Chris would be the same way. I thought he'd want to create those memories with Koharu.
I can't believe this. I'm so disappointed in him. I'll have a word with him.
But then he'll get angry at me for telling on him again. He already says I complain too much.
Don't worry. Leave it to me. I won't mention that we talked about this. But I'm coming this weekend whether he likes it or not.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much this means to me.
Sweetheart, you don't have to thank me. You're family. And from the sound of it, you need support.
I felt so alone. Like, maybe I'm just not cut out for this.
You are not doing anything wrong. Caring for a colicky baby alone is one of the hardest things in the world. The fact that you're managing it all shows how strong you are.
I don't feel strong. I feel like I'm barely holding on.
That's exactly when you need family the most. And I'm going to make sure you get the help you deserve. Starting this weekend. I'm coming to see the baby this weekend.
That's pretty sudden. Can't you give more notice?
Is there some problem with that? You're not going out somewhere, are you?
I had some plans. Nothing major, though.
Plans? What kind of plans?
Just hanging out with friends, maybe playing some games.
You wouldn't go out for fun when you have a small child, right? Especially when Amy needs support.
Of course not. I've decided to spend weekends at home doing childcare, being a responsible father.
How admirable. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Amy must appreciate that.
Yeah, well, she's been less stressed lately.
I'm sure she has. Having her husband's support makes all the difference. Then it's settled. Dad and I are coming, so we're counting on you.
Actually, maybe you should skip this time.
I thought you said you'd be home helping with childcare.
It's just that she's stressed from postpartum issues and gets irritated and moody.
Hormonal imbalances make it a difficult time for various reasons. That's normal and temporary.
When Mom and Dad come, she'll end up having to prepare food and clean, and she's already overwhelmed.
What are you talking about? You should do that yourself. Why are you assuming Amy would do it?
She's particular about how things are done. She gets upset if I don't do it her way.
Besides, we don't need any cleaning. We're coming to help, not to be entertained. Keeping a house clean while raising a baby isn't something that can be done easily. Anyone who expects that is being unreasonable.
That might be true, but she still stresses about it.
I want to see the baby, but more than anything, I'm worried about Amy. From what little she shared, she seems to be struggling. So I'm definitely going.
Can't it wait until next week? Just one more week?
Why are you so reluctant?
No reason.
That's right. My son would never think of having fun by himself while Amy has no freedom. Well, she's exhausted and needs support, right?
Exactly! I'm sacrificing my own time for childcare, too! We're both making adjustments!
Right. I'm looking forward to this weekend, then. I can't wait to see how you two are working together as parents.
We'll be waiting! My mom is coming this weekend. You need to act normal.
What do you mean, act normal?
Don't complain about me. Don't make me look bad.
I wasn't planning to complain. I was just looking forward to having help.
And don't mention the weekend trips.
Why not?
Because she wouldn't understand. She's old-fashioned about family stuff. For one weekend, can you pretend we're a normal family?
We could be a normal family if you actually participated in it.
I work to support us.
That's not the same as being present.
Just don't embarrass me in front of my parents.
I would never do that. Thank you so much for coming the other day. It meant everything to me.
I'm so glad we could help. You looked so much better after getting some rest.
Thanks to you, Chris stayed home and was like a different person helping out. He actually changed diapers without being asked. And he held Koharu while I showered.
He acted like I'm always like this, didn't he? Like he's father of the year.
He kept saying things like, "See how good I am with her?" As if one day of normal parenting was remarkable.
Men sometimes need an audience to remember their responsibilities.
You even did the cleaning and cooking. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize for that. I don't know if they suit your taste, but they just need microwaving, so it's easy, right? I remember how hard it was to cook with a baby.
Yes, it's such a help. I've been living on crackers and whatever I can eat with one hand. I was able to sleep peacefully for the first time in a while.
I'm so glad. Everyone deserves basic rest. I was happy to see my adorable grandchild, too. Her neck is almost steady, and she's growing up healthy. You're doing great with childcare every day.
Having someone say kind words like that almost makes me cry. I've been doubting myself so much.
I understand. I felt the same way, like I was fighting alone. Like no one understood what I was going through.
It's so isolating.
Especially when the father isn't cooperative, it's even worse. I'm sorry.
Please, don't apologize. It's Chris's own problem, and if he had inherited your way of thinking, he wouldn't think like that. This is his choice to be selfish.
Could I visit again this weekend, if it's not too much trouble?
Really? I'd be incredibly grateful, but isn't the 2-hour drive each way a burden on Dad?
He's totally fine. Actually, he's been asking when we can go back. He's so in love with the baby photos, he just stares at them. He'd be happy to drive. Keeps talking about how much Koharu has grown.
That's so sweet. But why do you want to come again so soon?
By us going this time, we stopped Chris's trip, right?
For the first time in months, he stayed home all weekend.
So I think he's planning for next time. He probably assumes we won't come 2 weekends in a row.
You're probably right. He's already been mentioning his friends again.
So we'll block him again consecutively. Keep him accountable.
Mom, you're amazing.
I'd be happy to go every week if needed. Until he learns to be a father without supervision.
I was actually thinking I wish you could be here every day. Is that terrible to say?
Not at all, sweetheart.
I lost my parents, you know? So when we got married, I told Chris that living together would be totally fine. I would have loved having parents nearby again.
Is that so? I would have welcomed that arrangement.
But he said you aren't the type who gets along well with others. He said you definitely hate me.
What? What a horrible thing to say.
Right? I realize now that he was manipulating me to keep distance even after marriage.
That sneaky little... I'm so angry I could scream.
Oh, I just got a message from Chris.
What does it say?
He says he's definitely going on his trip this week. That 1 weekend of family time was enough. That he needs to get back to his normal routine.
Ha! Well, I'm not letting that happen. Not while my granddaughter needs her father.
You're coming?
I'm going. And this time, I'm going to have a serious talk with him.
I'm actually excited about this. I feel like I have backup for the first time. I'll be waiting for you this weekend.
We'll be there bright and early. And Chris better be there, too.
Mom said she's coming again this weekend. This is getting ridiculous.
There's nothing I can do about it. She wants to see her granddaughter.
Why does she have to come every single week? It's like she's monitoring us. It's your fault for being so friendly with her last time.
For being grateful for help?
You should have made a sour face and acted like you never wanted to see her again. Then she'd get the hint and stay away.
I could never treat your parents that way. They're wonderful people who actually care about us. Unlike some family members.
I have plans, too! I told you I'm going on a trip! My friends are counting on me!
Then tell Mom that. Tell her you're abandoning your baby and wife to go on a trip by yourself.
She'd definitely get angry.
Maybe because it's wrong? Maybe because normal fathers don't do that?
Then you'll just have to put up with it! Cancel her visit yourself!
Are you kidding me? I'm not canceling the only help I get.
Is it necessary for her to come 2 weeks in a row? Seeing grandchildren once a year is plenty. That's how normal families do it.
Once a year, Dad apparently looks at photos every day. He must be really happy about his first grandchild. He deserves to watch her grow up.
You refuse to stop her. You're choosing her over me.
What? I need the help and support.
You actually slept while Mom did housework. Normally, you wouldn't impose on your mother-in-law, even if she visits. That made Mom feel unnecessarily useful and important. Take responsibility and refuse her properly next time.
I can't do that. I have no reason to refuse, and I can't lie. I was genuinely happy she came, and it helped me so much. More than you'll ever understand.
See? In the end, you just want her to come so you can take it easy. You're using my mother!
That's not true. She offered to help. She wants to be involved in her granddaughter's life. Something you clearly don't understand.
Why is my schedule getting messed up 2 weeks in a row? My friends are furious too.
What kind of friends get angry when you can't make it because you have a child?
Are you insulting my friends now?
I'm just wondering if they're really friends. Real friends would understand family responsibilities. They'd encourage you to be a good father.
What do you mean by that?
People who get angry because you can't make it sound more like a girlfriend than friends. Like someone who expects you to prioritize them over your family.
Are you suspecting me?
I just considered it as one possibility. Your behavior has been strange.
That's impossible. I would never do something so morally wrong.
Really? I hope you're telling the truth. For now, Mom and Dad are coming next week, too.
But the time after that is off limits. Don't let them get too carried away. This can't become a permanent arrangement.
We'll see. Maybe if you started being a real father, they wouldn't need to come so often.
I am a real father. I provide for this family.
Providing money isn't the same as being present. Koharu needs her father, not just his paycheck.
She's too young to know the difference.
You keep telling yourself that. Whatever helps you sleep at night. While I'm up with our crying daughter.
Where are you right now?
It's the weekend, so I'm obviously at home. Why are you asking?
What do you mean? Are you hiding in the bathroom or something?
That's a weird question.
I'm at your house right now. Standing in your driveway.
What?
I've been visiting every weekend for the past 3 months. Every single weekend without fail.
That can't be true. I would have seen you.
I contacted you the first 2 times. But I didn't after that, so you assumed I wasn't coming.
You should at least call. Give me a heads up.
You said yourself. But you spend weekends at home doing childcare. Being a devoted father. So I thought you'd naturally be there without me having to call.
I just went out for a little fresh air, a quick walk around the block. I always came home at night.
What? We stayed over every Saturday night. Dad and I sleep in the guest room. When did you come home?
What? Every week the whole time? You stayed overnight?
Yeah, it was fun being with Koharu. Watching her grow and change each week. Dad even developed a swaying habit from holding and rocking her to sleep so much. It's pretty funny. He sways even when he's not holding anything.
That's not funny at all. This is a serious problem.
Amy also went to a salon for the first time since giving birth and went shopping. She looked so happy to refresh herself. She bought some new clothes that actually fit. And got her hair done.
Now that you mention it, she hasn't been complaining lately. She does look different.
It's natural to feel stressed from childcare. Everyone feels that way. But being able to release that stress is what matters. Having support systems. That should normally be your job.
I know that. I've been trying.
Trying? Where exactly have you been going every weekend?
Playing mahjong at a friend's place. You know how it is with the guys. Or doing karaoke all night. Or going to hot springs with old buddies. Weekends where I don't have to buy diapers and can just have pure fun.
How annoying. How incredibly selfish.
I feel bad about it. I just honestly haven't developed parental awareness yet. It's taken me longer than expected. My friends say the group isn't fun without me. I couldn't shake off my bachelor mindset. I'll reflect on it. I promise I'll do better.
You can reflect all you want. But mahjong and karaoke are lies, right?
Why would I lie about something like that?
Because I had you followed.
What are you talking about?
A private investigator.
What? You hired a detective?
Dad said it's definitely an affair. He told me to hire someone right away. He'd pay whatever it costs. He said no man abandons his newborn every weekend for innocent reasons.
So I was being tailed the whole time?
Just on weekends, for the past month, but the report doesn't mention karaoke or friends' houses. No mahjong parlors or hot springs either. Your destination was always the same hotel, though your trip was just a 20-minute drive to an adult hotel. Love Hotel Paradise, to be specific. Maybe Dad and I should go there sometime. See what all the fuss is about.
Please, don't! I don't want to imagine that!
I'm joking. The woman is the same person every week, so it seems like an intimate relationship. But are you seriously dating her? Do you think you're in love?
It's complicated!
You have a wife and a 6-month-old child. Anyone you'd meet weekly while abandoning them can't be just casual. So go ahead and date that person seriously. Make it official.
What? What are you talking about?
Everything has come to light now. But you'll definitely do the same thing again. Leopards don't change their spots. I can't stand the thought of Amy and the child being hurt every time. So just get divorced. Set everyone free.
What kind of parent says that? Aren't you supposed to encourage me to work on my marriage?
A parent says it because they're a parent. As the person responsible for raising such a worthless son, I can't let Amy suffer anymore. She deserves better than this.
I'm your son! How can you say that?
Besides, any woman who'd make moves on a married man with a child is trash. She's just an empty-headed idiot who can't even imagine that stolen goods will eventually be stolen from her. She has no moral compass.
That's too harsh! You don't know her! She always asks if it's okay about my wife and feels guilty when we meet. She's actually very considerate.
You don't understand anything. She's just getting thrills and excitement from dating a married man. She's a completely rotten, disgusting woman. And you're a fool for falling for it.
That can't be true! She genuinely cares about me!
She'll probably leave you the moment you get divorced. Just watch. The minute you're available, she'll lose interest.
We don't have such a fragile relationship! What we have is real!
Amazing. Such deep love. That slipped out. Dad and I are fortunately healthy and should live much longer. We can take care of our grandchild. Give her the stable home she deserves. You can go wherever you want. With whoever you want.
That's just Mom's opinion. Amy doesn't want that. She loves me!
If there's any woman who wants to stay married forever to a husband who abandons childcare every weekend to play with other women, bring her here. I'd like to meet this mythical creature.
If I tell Amy my true feelings, she'll understand.
You think she'll forgive you even knowing about the affair?
She once got back together with a boyfriend who cheated on her. She'll definitely forgive me this time, too.
Really? Then talk to her yourself. Tell her everything.
I'll make this right. Just watch.
I'll be watching, all right. This should be interesting.
Amy, why didn't you tell me Mom was coming every weekend? That was deceptive.
What does it matter? The one doing something wrong and hiding it is you. I have nothing to hide.
We're married. Shouldn't we protect each other? Can we call ourselves family? Shouldn't you have my back?
What? What mouth is saying that?
Huh?
I'm asking what mouth is saying that when you can't even protect, or rather won't even try to protect, your own child? When I was so sleep deprived, I thought I'd lose my mind. When I loved my child but felt like she was a burden and was crushed by guilt. You were having fun with some other woman the whole time, weren't you?
No, that's a misunderstanding. You don't have all the facts.
What part is a misunderstanding?
I had my own issues with the sudden arrival of a child and the change in environment, so I wanted to escape. I needed space to process.
Sudden arrival? We knew the baby was coming 10 months in advance. Normal people use that time to prepare to become parents.
You've changed your character way too much. You never used to talk to me like this.
Being with Mom every week made me realize I can't stay weak. I have to protect this child by myself from now on. I'm saying goodbye to the me who couldn't say what I wanted to a piece of trash like you.
Are you really going to divorce me?
Didn't Mom tell you? We've already discussed it.
Don't rush the answer. Think about this logically. How are you going to live without a job, without my income?
I'll be living at your parents' house. They've offered to support us.
What? You're gonna live with my parents after divorcing me? Are you insane?
Dad and Mom both asked me to please do that. They said they'd rather have us than you.
Even so, that's way too inappropriate! How can you live with them after dumping their son?
I thought so too at first. But Dad told me something. He said children are like clamps.
I don't get it! What does that even mean?
Do you know what a clamp is? It's a U-shaped nail that's hammered in to hold two pieces of wood together. Because of that nail, the wood doesn't separate. Koharu is the clamp holding me to your family. Even if you're removed from the equation.
I don't care about the meaning of sayings. If I come back to my parents' house, we'll have to see each other. Are you okay with that?
Of course I'm not okay with it. That's why you're moving out. Permanently.
What are you talking about? It's my childhood home!
It's not my decision. Your parents made it very clear. They choose us over you.
So while I was gone, the three of you had secret discussions!
It's your fault for not being there. For never being there when it matters.
Whatever. I don't need any of you. I'll be happy on my own. I'll remarry my girlfriend, have another child, and be a good father this time. A fresh start!
I doubt you can do something the second time that you couldn't do the first time, but good luck. Risa's in for quite a surprise.
Don't mock me! I'm a man who can do anything when I try. I just wasn't ready before.
You didn't try anything, though. Not once.
Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about.
Mom wrote a letter to your girlfriend, Risa. It should arrive tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see if she chooses you after reading it.
What did she tell her?
About how you didn't help with childcare. About how she'll eventually face the same thing. About what kind of man abandons his 3-month-old baby. All the important details a woman should know.
Why did she have to interfere with that? That's none of her business!
She said even if she gets kicked by a horse. She couldn't stand not interfering with this little schemer. She called Risa a home-wrecking parasite. Mom really is an interesting person. I've been laughing so hard every weekend. I'm completely energized now. For the first time in months.
That was unnecessary. Completely out of line. What if I get dumped because of this? What if she ruins everything?
Would your relationship break over something like that? I want to believe it's not that kind of relationship. If it is, then stand strong. Fight for your true love.
You're right. I can be happy without someone like you anyway. In fact, you'll be the one regretting letting me go. Don't come crying back to me later because I won't take you back.
I won't. Just make sure to pay alimony and child support. Every month without fail. Don't change your phone number.
What? How much are we talking?
We have an overwhelming amount of evidence. Photos, receipts, witness statements. If you don't want expensive court fees, you should quickly pay the $150,000 settlement. Plus $300 monthly child support. I'm being generous. Agree to it quickly.
Wait! I can't pay that much! That's impossible!
You spend $1,000 on that hotel every weekend, going 4 times a month. That's $4,000. But you can't pay $300 in child support? For your own daughter?
That's different!
How is it different? Explain the difference to me. Worst case, I could garnish your wages. But it would be awkward at work if they found out. About the affair and abandonment.
Don't do that! Please don't involve my work!
Then pay quietly, like a responsible adult. That's all from me. Goodbye. After reading the mother-in-law's letter, the mistress immediately blocked Chris. She had just been enjoying the thrill. An apologetic letter came with a payment plan for damages. The mother-in-law had read the situation perfectly. Chris lost everything at once and took about 10 days of vacation. After that, he lost motivation for work and was transferred to what's called the punishment department. His salary didn't change much, so it didn't affect child support payments, which was good. Now he sends terribly tasteless birthday presents every year. I don't know why he bothers. He sends things like transformation belts for a girl, which makes absolutely no sense, and Dad returns them every time. Our life as a family of 4 is full of security and smiles, creating the best environment for the child. If anything happens to Mom and Dad, I'm prepared to support them with everything I have. But I want them to live long and healthy lives so we can spend as much time as possible in this happiness.
My plan to announce the divorce at my daughter's engagement ceremony was a huge success. Did you see everyone's faces? Priceless! I've been planning this for weeks, waiting for the perfect moment. So anyway, we're getting divorced.
What are you talking about? Ken, are you out of your mind? Why would you do something like this? If you don't like me and want a divorce, you didn't have to announce it on the day of the engagement ceremony, did you? This is Sarah's special day.
Look at you getting all worked up already after being told about the divorce. This is exactly why I can't stand you. I really hate how you always get angry so quickly like that. You're so predictable. It's pathetic.
I'm not angry about the divorce. I'm angry that you're destroying our daughter's happiness. You ruined Sarah's important engagement ceremony. Do you realize what you've done? Her future in-laws are here watching this disaster. What kind of father are you?
How? Well, I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to embarrass you. Maximum attendance, maximum impact. I wanted everyone to see what kind of woman you really are.
Wait, don't tell me you actually did this just to harass me. You planned this humiliation deliberately? On our daughter's engagement day?
That's right. It's better when there's an audience, and you embarrassed me too. I had to do at least this much to make it fair. You think you can humiliate your husband and get away with it? Now everyone knows what kind of marriage we really have.
Embarrassed you? When did I ever embarrass you? Right now, we're talking about how you ruined the engagement ceremony.
You're trying to blame me like that, but basically you're just upset about being embarrassed and want to find fault with me. Can't handle being called out in public? And you don't even realize you embarrassed your husband. That's just hopeless. You suddenly started working part-time around when Sarah was finishing middle school. Do you have any idea how that made me look? That's like announcing to everyone that my family doesn't have enough income from the husband. I can't believe you could do something like that. You smeared mud on your husband's face and acted like nothing happened. Walking around town like some kind of working woman, making me look like a failure.
I worked part-time to help our family finances. I never said anything bad about you to anyone. How is helping our family embarrassing to you?
Because it makes me look incompetent. A man should be able to support his family alone. Your working tells everyone I'm not man enough. But you never cared about that, did you? Anyway, there's no room for discussion. I've made up my mind and there's nothing you can do about it. Our daughter is grown up now, so there's no point in staying with you anymore. You've served your purpose. Now you're just dead weight.
I see. I understand. So that's how you really see me. I don't need a selfish man who doesn't think about Sarah at all. Someone who would destroy his own daughter's happiness for petty revenge. Don't regret this.
Why would I regret getting rid of a burden? Besides, if anything happens in the future, I'll just rely on Sarah. She's a good daughter, not like her selfish mother. She doesn't go against her parents. From now on, Sarah and her husband can take care of me, so there's no problem. That's what children are for, right? To take care of their parents when they get old.
What a carefree mind you have. You think Sarah will want anything to do with you after this? You just humiliated her on the most important day of her life. And you expect her to take care of you? You're more delusional than I thought.
Mom, are you okay? I can't believe what just happened. That guy suddenly saying he's abandoning you makes no sense. The engagement ceremony is ruined too, and his mother was really worried about it. She kept asking me if everything was all right at home. I was so embarrassed, I didn't know what to say. How am I supposed to explain that my father is completely insane?
I'm sorry, Sarah. I never expected him to do something like this. It was your important engagement day. This should have been a beautiful memory for you. Instead, he turned it into a nightmare.
Why are you apologizing, Mom? You didn't do anything wrong. That bastard is the only one to blame. You've been nothing but good to him all these years. And this is how he repays you?
Now, don't say bastard. You're going to be a bride. You should speak more elegantly.
That's how I feel, though. He doesn't deserve to be called father anymore. Really, this is the worst. Did you see his face? He was actually enjoying himself. It made me sick to my stomach. But if you're getting divorced, he won't be my father anymore, right? That's the only thing that makes me really happy. Finally, I don't have to pretend to respect him anymore.
You might not be able to say that. Your father said he's going to rely on you if anything happens in the future. He seems to think you'll take care of him, that you owe him that much as his daughter.
He destroys my engagement ceremony and expects me to take care of him? Why do I have to take care of that guy even after I get married? He's never been a real father to me anyway. Well, I won't take care of him even if he asks. Let him figure out his own life for once. Maybe then he'll appreciate what he threw away.
Are you really okay with that? You'd be abandoning your father. People will judge you for it. Society expects children to care for the parents.
I don't even want to call that guy my father. A real father doesn't humiliate his family in public. A real father protects his daughter's happiness. I'm planning to leave the house. I can't stand being under the same roof as him anymore. My fiancé thinks this situation is crazy too. He said his family is shocked by what happened today. We'll probably stay with his family for a while. At least until we can figure out what to do next. I need to get away from that toxic environment.
What about Mom? Where will I go? I can't stay in that house either. Not after what happened today.
I'm staying in a hotel for now, but I'm going to look for a monthly apartment. I've been saving money from my part-time job. I was planning to wait until you got married, but I didn't expect him to make the first move. I've been preparing for this divorce for a long time. I just needed to make sure you were settled first. But now there's no reason to wait anymore. Let's get out of here quickly. I want to start fresh somewhere he can't find us. Somewhere we can be happy for once.
Hey, Sarah! Where are you? I've been calling you all day. All your stuff is gone from the house and you're not moving until later, right? When did you even have time to move everything? Actually, I have a good proposal for you. Since Mom is gone, there's an empty room. So how about we live together? This whole thing doesn't have to be permanent.
Huh? What are you talking about? Are you completely delusional? There's no way I'd live there. Not after what you did yesterday. Actually, I'm not going back to that house anymore, and I'm cutting ties with you, so don't contact me. I've already changed my address at the city office. As far as I'm concerned, you're a stranger now.
Cutting ties? How could you say such a thing? That's going too far, even for you. You shouldn't say that even as a joke. We're family. That bond can never be broken. I'm your father no matter what happens.
A joke? I didn't raise myself to say things like this as a joke. I'm completely serious about this. Listen, did you forget what you did yesterday? Or are you pretending it never happened? Dad ruined the engagement ceremony by abandoning Mom on such an important day and even involved the other family. You made me look like I come from a completely dysfunctional home. How am I supposed to face my future in-laws now?
That's Mom's fault for getting divorced. If she hadn't embarrassed me by working, none of this would have happened. She brought this on herself. I was just defending my honor as a man.
The divorce is between you and Mom, isn't it? It has nothing to do with my engagement ceremony. It's not something you should do in front of people on the day of the engagement ceremony. And it's embarrassing that my mother-in-law found out I have such an unreasonable parent. She probably thinks our whole family is crazy now. You humiliated both me and my mother-in-law, and you have the nerve to suggest living together? That place was never a home anyway, just a prison.
Huh? I haven't given permission for that. You can't just make major life decisions without consulting me. I'm still the head of this household. You're still living under my roof.
I don't need your permission. What are you saying to a grown daughter? I'm 25 years old, not a child anymore. I can make my own decisions about my life. And I'm not living under your roof anymore, remember?
Listen, Sarah. I know you're emotional right now. I understand you're anxious because your wedding is coming up. Women get hysterical during stressful times. And protecting the family is a woman's job. I think it's admirable that you're trying to fulfill that role. But you're confused about what that means. But you're my daughter. You have responsibilities to your father. If something happens to me, you have to come back home properly. Taking care of your parents is a child's responsibility. Don't become an irresponsible adult who abandons their duties. Society will judge you harshly for that.
Wait, are you seriously saying that? After everything you've done to our family? You don't even think of me as your daughter, yet you have the nerve to say that. When have you ever acted like a real father? When have you ever protected or supported me? I'll never show my face to you again. Don't act like my father. It's disgusting. You lost the right to call yourself my father yesterday.
How long are you going to keep throwing this tantrum? This childish rebellion has gone on long enough. Besides, I raised you properly. I provided a roof over your head and food on the table. That counts for something, doesn't it? You owe me for all those years of support.
Raised me? Mom is the one who raised me. You were just there, taking up space. Dad, you forget everything that's inconvenient for you. But I remember everything. Every cruel word, every dismissive look. You always looked down on me and Mom, saying things like, just because you're a woman, or you're useless at everything. Making us feel worthless every single day.
I don't remember saying anything like that. You're exaggerating to make me look bad. I was just trying to prepare you for the real world. The world is tough, especially for women.
You treated us like we were invisible unless you needed something. You never did any housework, but always stuck your nose in and complained about everything. And when I was in middle school, you went into my room without permission and threw away my things, saying you cleaned my messy room. But you destroyed my privacy and my memories. I did this for you. I did that for you, always looking down on us. That basically means you think it's not your job, but you're doing it anyway, so we should be grateful, right? Really, you've always been nothing but stress. A constant source of anxiety and fear in our house.
That's because housework is Mom's job, and as a woman, you'll have to do that much when you get married, so it was part of your education. I was preparing you for your future role as a wife. That's what good fathers do, and discipline builds character.
First of all, the idea that women should protect the home is outdated. Marriage is supposed to be a partnership, not slavery. And even if we say housework is a housewife's job, what about not being able to communicate properly with your own child? What about basic human decency? You wouldn't greet me depending on your mood, and even when I greeted you, you wouldn't respond. You'd ignore me when I tried to talk to you. Did you think you'd be forgiven for anything because we're family? I'm so ashamed that someone like you is my father. I can barely stand it. I've spent years making excuses for you to my friends, pretending we had a normal family. We told you so many times to change, but you never did. I won't take care of someone who's been taking advantage of being family.
You're such a heartless person. Abandoning your parent is beyond unreasonable. That's probably why your marriage was delayed. No man wants a woman who doesn't respect family values.
My marriage was delayed because I absolutely didn't want to marry someone like you. I was terrified of ending up like Mom. I had to make sure my fiancé was nothing like you. Mom said she'd divorce you when I got married, and I was planning to cut ties when Mom divorced you. But you abandoned Mom, who devoted herself to you so much. You even ruined your daughter's engagement day. You're just a selfish stranger who happened to live in our house.
What are you going on and on about with your selfishness? That's enough. I don't care what you think you remember. Blood is thicker than water. Hey, Sarah, are you listening? Hey, answer me! I'm still talking to you!
Mom, it looks like I'll find a new place to move to soon. I found a nice apartment near the station. It's small, but it has everything I need. I'm going to look at it soon. The landlord seems understanding about my situation. I'm relieved to be able to get out of that house. I never realized how suffocating it was until I left. I want to invite Mom to the wedding. Is that okay? I mean, you're the only real parent I have. It's good that you found a new place too, Sarah. I'm so proud of how strong you're being. I was worried he might try to force you to stay. Of course I'll come to your wedding. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Not exactly safely. I was pestered really loudly to stay, so I blocked him. He kept calling and texting non-stop. Even tried to guilt-trip me about family duty. But I'm done listening to his manipulation. I never want to see that guy again, and I don't want to invite him to the wedding either. The thought of him being there makes me sick. He'd probably find a way to ruin that day too. Right, you don't need to invite him. This is your special day, not his. He'd probably ruin the ceremony. He has a talent for destroying happy moments. You're finally free too. Now you don't have any more worries. Finally, I can take action too. I've been waiting for this moment for so long. What kind of action, Mom? You sound like you have a plan. I've been consulting with a lawyer for months, collecting evidence of his emotional abuse, recording his outbursts when he didn't know. I have everything documented. Really? That's amazing, Mom. I'm so glad you were preparing. He deserves to face consequences for how he treated us. I just wish I had started sooner, but I needed to wait until you were safe. I couldn't risk him taking his anger out on you. You protected me all these years. Now it's time to protect yourself.
Hey, where's the vacuum cleaner? This house is falling apart without anyone to clean it. I was going to ask Sarah to do it, but I can't reach Sarah either, and the house is a complete mess because of that. There's dust everywhere and I can't find anything. How am I supposed to live like this? The place looks like a disaster zone.
You thought it would be fine because even if you got rid of me, you'd have Sarah. But surprise, she doesn't want anything to do with you either. The vacuum cleaner is in its usual place. How many decades have you lived in that house? You've seen me cleaning so many times, why can't you remember where it is? Were you just completely oblivious to everything I did?
Shut up. If you know, just tell me quickly. I don't have time for your lectures. And how to use the washing machine, too. This thing is way too complicated. I thought I just had to press a button. What the hell is this thing? Why are there so many settings, and where do I put the detergent?
That's not my house anymore. I don't live there, remember? Manage it yourself. It's your own fault for always relying on others and being spoiled. You're a grown man. Figure it out. Besides, that's not how you ask someone for help. I'm not your servant. Well then, good luck on your own.
Damn it! At least teach me a little! I can't live like this! The dishes are piling up and starting to smell! I ran out of clean clothes days ago! How do you even turn on the dishwasher? And what's this error message on the microwave?
You should have paid attention all these years. Instead of treating the house like a hotel. Maybe this will teach you to appreciate what you had. But I doubt it.
Mom, I put a sweater in the dryer, but can this be fixed? It shrank to half its original size. I remember you fixing something that shrunk before. I feel so stupid for making such a basic mistake.
If you soak it in conditioner or fabric softener, it might go back to normal. Let it sit for about 30 minutes, then gently stretch it while it's damp. Don't worry, we all make these mistakes when we're learning.
Really? Thank you. You always know how to fix everything. I looked it up but couldn't find good results. The internet just said to throw it away.
You really grew up to be wonderful. So capable and independent. I'm so proud of the woman you've become.
You're making me emotional. Well, growing up watching such a terrible father, this is how I turned out. I learned what not to do from him. He'd ask the family for everything and never remember what he was told. He'd ask the same questions over and over, do everything half-heartedly, and when we pointed it out, he'd either get angry or play victim. Never once did he say thank you or show appreciation. It's what they call a negative role model. He taught me how not to behave, if nothing else. I bet he cried to you about not being able to do housework, right? Probably demanding you come back to help him.
Well, he didn't even know where the vacuum cleaner was. After living in that house for over 20 years. He's completely helpless without someone to wait on him. It's actually pathetic.
Seriously unbelievable. We've been cleaning up after him all this time, but he never appreciated it and just took advantage of us. He acted like it was our obligation to serve him. Never once thanked us or acknowledged our hard work. Dad is the one to blame. He should struggle. Then maybe he'll appreciate you. Though knowing him, he'll probably just blame everyone else. He's incapable of self-reflection.
You're right about that. He's probably sitting in that messy house right now, cursing both of us, instead of learning how to take care of himself.
Let him curse all he wants. We're finally free to live our own lives, without walking on eggshells around his moods.
Yes, for the first time in years, I feel like I can breathe. I forgot what peace felt like.
Hey, why do I have to pay alimony? This is completely unfair. I never used violence against you, and if anything, I'm the one who suffered because of you. You embarrassed me for years. You should be the one paying alimony. I deserve compensation for putting up with you!
You say I made you suffer, but specifically when and how did I make you suffer? Give me concrete examples. I have properly collected evidence of your emotional abuse. Years of documentation.
Evidence of emotional abuse? There's no way that exists! I never did any emotional abuse! You're making this up! Trying to frame me!
Right, you probably weren't aware of it. Abusers rarely are. I wasn't aware of it either, that I was being emotionally abused. That's why I barely collected any evidence and just thought I had to endure it. But Sarah changed me. She opened my eyes.
Sarah did? Taking a child's nonsense seriously? Are you out of your mind? She doesn't understand adult relationships. Kids always exaggerate.
I do think taking what a child says too seriously is questionable. But Sarah is our daughter. To dismiss our daughter's opinion as nonsense is terrible. She lived in that house too. Sarah told me she hated this house. She said it felt toxic. Coming home to see her father berating her mother, and her mother just silently enduring it. She said she didn't want to be in this abnormal house where she thought a broken marriage was normal. She protested while crying. When she was 15, a child shouldn't have to witness that.
She doesn't understand adult struggles. Marriage is complicated. She'll understand when she's older.
Adult struggles have nothing to do with it. The point is that to that child, we were a couple that made her think I hate this house. Our own daughter was traumatized by our marriage. But even if I divorced you, I had no income. And our daughter wanted us to improve our relationship. So I started working part-time to save money and worked on repairing our relationship. But this is the result. I was planning to divorce you when she got married anyway, and I had already consulted with a lawyer. I have proper evidence. If you want to claim you were hurt, bring proper evidence of being hurt. Anyone can just say things.
That evidence is all made up! You must have fabricated it! You're trying to destroy me!
Then let me show you undeniable evidence. Evidence that can't be fabricated. You announced the divorce to me in front of other people on the day of the engagement ceremony. And it wasn't impulsive. You had clear malicious intent to embarrass me. You admitted it yourself. That alone is enough emotional distress. You can complain about past evidence all you want, but you can't make excuses for what you actually did.
That was just... it happened to be on the same day as the engagement ceremony. Bad timing, that's all. I didn't plan it that way.
Don't make excuses now after doing that in front of people. You told me it was deliberate. You exposed your own despicableness in public. Don't play the victim when you prioritized your own selfishness over your daughter's important engagement ceremony. What kind of father does that?
I was angry about the embarrassment you caused me. You working made me look weak.
So you destroyed our daughter's engagement to protect your ego? That's exactly the kind of selfish thinking that got us here. You care more about your image than your family's happiness. The court will see that clearly. Mom, this is bad. Are you watching TV? Turn it on right now. What's wrong all of a sudden? You sound panicked. What happened? The general channel. There's breaking news. Sorry, the house is on fire. Our old house is burning down. It's all over the news. Wow. The flames were huge. It seems to have calmed down now, but it's almost completely burned down. There's barely anything left. The news online said they're doing a scene investigation now. They still don't know if it was arson or an accident, but they suspect it started in the bedroom. I'll contact Dad for now. The news said there were no deaths, but there seemed to be injuries. I need to make sure he's alive. Just leave him alone. He made his choice. Why should we care what happens to him? I can't do that. Even though we're divorced, that doesn't mean I want him to die. I'm not that heartless. You contacted me because somewhere in your heart you were worried too, right? Despite everything he's done.
It's not like that. I just don't want to feel bad if he dies. I don't want that guilt. But I'm not actually worried about him.
Anyway, I'll check if he's safe first. Just to know for sure. I'll contact you when I know something. Try not to worry too much.
Were you able to contact Dad? Has he responded to your messages? It's been hours since the fire.
No, not yet. He hasn't even read the message. His phone might be damaged. Or maybe he's in the hospital.
I see. Well, if he's in the hospital, we'll hear about it eventually. But the fire is his own fault. I'm not surprised this happened.
Huh? What do you mean?
There was a breaking news article online just now. The cause of the fire was smoking in bed. They found cigarette burns on the mattress. Just like we always warned him about.
No way. Are you serious? We warned him so many times about being careful with cigarette fires. Every time he'd make an annoyed face and put out the cigarette, but sometimes he'd still forget to put it out properly. We always cleaned up after him when something happened, so the worst never occurred. But without us there to watch him.
Right, he didn't appreciate Mom and selfishly abandoned his family, so this is what happens. We weren't there to clean up his mess this time. It's all his own fault. Maybe now he'll understand what we did for him. Though probably not.
All those years of putting out his cigarettes, checking the ashtrays before bed, worrying about him burning the house down, and he never appreciated any of it.
He took our protection for granted. Now he's learned the hard way.
I just hope he's not seriously hurt, despite everything.
Erica, please help me! My house burned down and I have severe burns all over my body! The doctor said I'm lucky to be alive. I didn't have to be hospitalized, but my whole body hurts. It's hard to even move my body. Please do something to help me. All my things are gone.
Aren't you asking the wrong person for help? You and I are divorced. That means we're strangers now. I don't want to take care of a stranger, especially one who treated me so badly. I contacted you to check if you were safe. Since you're healthy enough to cry for help like this, you seem to be fine.
Please, I'm begging you. I know I made mistakes. My family is elderly, and you're the only one I can rely on for now. Nobody else will help me. The neighbors won't even talk to me. I need someone to take care of me.
Then pay me money in exchange for taking care of you. My rate is expensive. Professional care costs a lot.
Why would it come to that? That's unreasonable no matter what. We were married for over 20 years. That has to count for something.
Oh, that's a strange thing to say. This is exactly what you did to me in the past. When I broke my finger during child rearing and really couldn't manage, I asked you to help with housework. I was in so much pain I could barely hold anything. Then you said, you made me work, so pay me money. This is supposed to be your job, and demanded money from me. You charged your own wife for help.
Did I do something like that? I don't remember. You must be exaggerating.
For you, getting paid for doing work that wasn't your job was so natural that you don't even remember it. When I had a fever and collapsed, you woke me up saying, "Don't sleep, make food." And when my cold got worse because of that, you said, "Did you make your cold worse on purpose as harassment? You're wasting money on treatment even though you don't earn any." You restricted the money I could use for 6 months after that. I couldn't buy clothes or even get my hair cut. I had to ask permission for every expense.
I didn't say that. That's just your imagination! You're twisting my words! I mean, I did tell you to try to get better because your cold wasn't healing. I was concerned about you!
You told me to get better quickly because it was inconvenient for you. You had no concern for my health. Well, by this point, I was aware of the emotional abuse, so I have recordings too. Your exact words are documented. Anyway, you only saw me as a housework machine, so you hardly ever cared for your family. You even made snide remarks to Sarah when she had a fever, saying she couldn't manage herself. A sick child, and you criticized her.
Self-management is normal when you're out in society. It's discipline. I was preparing her for the real world. I mean, what's with all this anyway? Do you have some grudge against me? I'm in trouble here and asking for help. Are you a demon or what? Where's your compassion?
Listen, only people who have been kind to others without expecting anything in return get help for free. No one will help someone who expects everything in return and thinks it's natural to be helped. You never helped anyone without demanding payment or gratitude. You've always been spoiled, thinking that since we're family, we'll help you when you're in trouble, despite all the warnings we gave you that you never bothered to learn from. This fire was caused by smoking in bed too, right? We warned you over and over again. For years and years. Why are you still doing it? We were warning you about those careless accidents so they wouldn't happen. Because you could get seriously hurt from those accidents. Even you must have learned from this experience. People who can't learn unless they get hurt are beyond help. People who don't appreciate those who warn them should live alone forever.
But I'm hurt and homeless now! Isn't that enough punishment? I've lost everything. My house, my belongings, my family! How much more do I have to suffer?
You didn't lose your family. You threw us away. You abandoned us first. At our daughter's engagement ceremony, you made that choice. Now live with the consequences.
I was angry and made a mistake. Can't you forgive me? I'll change, I promise.
Too late. You had decades to change. We gave you countless chances. You chose to stay the same. Good luck with your new life. After that, since my husband had left everything household related to me, he apparently had no idea how to apply for fire insurance or how to recover burned documents, leaving him at a loss. With the burned remains drawing stares from neighbors, his arrogant attitude at various offices earned him hostility, and no one would deal with him anymore. Having taken advantage of family relationships without respecting each other, he literally lost everything and became isolated. Meanwhile, I started living alone, and Sarah made a fresh start with her new family. Finally, having gained the freedom we sought, we plan to live peacefully from now on.
Sarah, I'm heading home now.
Okay, I'll get dinner ready then.
Not just for me. Prepare Tyler's portion, too.
What? Is he coming again? He was here yesterday, too.
What's wrong with him coming anytime? Junior colleagues are always hungry. You have to feed them plenty of food and drinks, right?
Then why don't you eat out?
Hey, now, do you think it's okay to do that with my salary? If we did that, the food budget would go up and you'd suffer too, wouldn't you?
I understand that, but I don't like having Tyler over at our house all the time.
Why not? He's a bright, good-natured guy.
Even so, I don't like having someone I don't know in the house. I feel like the drinks in the refrigerator are running out extremely fast. We also have alcohol on the shelves, so what if that goes missing too?
What, are you saying he's drinking stuff without permission?
I don't want to suspect him, but...
There's no way Tyler would do something like that. Don't make baseless accusations.
I'm just saying I've noticed things. The beer I bought for the weekend was gone by Tuesday.
Maybe you miscounted.
I didn't miscount. I specifically bought a 6-pack and there were only 2 left the next day.
Look, even if he did have a drink or two, what's the harm? We're hosts.
The harm is that he doesn't ask permission. He just helps himself. Even if that's just me overthinking it, I don't like having him over. He even stayed overnight yesterday, didn't he?
That's not a problem, is it?
It is a problem. This house isn't that big.
We have spare rooms, don't we? Why are you being so stingy about everything?
But that room is...
Besides, I'm the one paying rent for this house. I should be able to use it however I want.
Of course I understand that, but please consider my feelings too. Having a man I don't know in the house is extremely stressful for me.
Why are you saying things like that?
Look, I welcomed him at first too, but when this keeps happening, I start feeling uncomfortable.
You need to be more flexible. This is important for my career.
Your career shouldn't come at the expense of my comfort at home.
Listen, I'm at a crucial point right now. I've been given various jobs and even appointed as a trainer. If my boss recognizes me as someone who's admired by subordinates and junior colleagues, I can get on the promotion track.
But that's work-related, isn't it? Do you really need to take care of personal matters like this?
No! By deepening relationships this way, junior colleagues can work more freely, right? I'm working hard to support my juniors for that reason. If that leads to promotion, you'd be happy too, wouldn't you?
Of course I want you to get promoted, but...
Then cooperate with me. I'm thinking about various things too. You're just at home doing housework all the time, so you wouldn't understand.
You don't have to put it that way. Besides, you don't deal with managing a household or the stress of having strangers invade your personal space.
Invade? That's harsh.
Is it? When someone uses your bathroom, eats your food, and sleeps in your house without contributing anything?
He's my guest! Our guest!
No, he's your guest. I never invited him to our house.
Anyway, I'm bringing my junior colleague home now, so make sure you have dinner ready.
Fine, but we need to set some boundaries after this.
We'll talk about it later.
Fine. Sarah, is now a good time? Yeah, what's up? Want to hang out again sometime? Maybe take a little trip? Work has finally calmed down, so I want to let loose and have some fun. Being a boss is really tough, isn't it? Hey, don't tease me. So what do you think? Sure, when should we do it? How about next weekend? We could go to that spa resort we talked about. That sounds perfect. You'll bring Mark too, right? 3 of us like before should be fine, right? Could we just go as the 2 of us this time? That's fine, but did you 2 have a fight or something? It doesn't feel like that exactly. Mark is just acting strange, you know? Strange? What do you mean? Ever since he started getting more responsibilities at work, his attitude has changed. Changed how? He's becoming more controlling, more dismissive of my opinions. Really? Yeah, he's become kind of arrogant. He brings his junior colleague home and makes me take care of him. Ugh, seriously? Yeah, and that junior colleague has been coming to our house for a week straight. That's not normal, right? Mark is the one inviting him? That's right. He wants to dote on his junior and act like a capable senior. He keeps talking about promotion and impressing his boss. At your expense, though. Exactly, and I don't think his strategy is even working. Ugh, that's such a typical guy thing. Right? Like they think being generous with other people's time and effort makes them look good. I'd be fine if he did it on his own, but I'm getting dragged into it too. You shouldn't have to deal with that. It's your home too. That's what I keep trying to tell him. That junior should show some restraint, too. You'd think so, but he doesn't. I'm giving off vibes that I don't like, but he doesn't notice at all. Plus, he started copying Mark and giving me orders. That's unacceptable. Is he making fun of you? He's totally looking down on me, but what also pisses me off is that Mark doesn't correct him, and lately, he's been making the spare room his complete base. His base? What do you mean? He started leaving his things there, like he's moving in gradually. Huh? That's not okay, is it? Doesn't Mark say anything? Mark is the one who told him to sleep there.
What? Doesn't he understand why that room is empty?
I don't think he gets it. He probably thinks it's just a storage room. Or maybe he just doesn't care what I think about it.
You need to make him understand.
It's still okay for now since it really is just a spare room, but I wish he'd consider us as a married couple more.
I see. You might need to be firm about it once.
Yeah, I'll try talking to him. I just hope he actually listens this time.
Got it. Let's hang out just the two of us next weekend. You can tell me more about it then.
Okay, thanks. I really need someone to talk to about this. Sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy.
You're not crazy. Your feelings are completely valid.
Hey, enough is enough!
What's gotten into you all of a sudden?
Tyler has left his stuff in that room. What's that supposed to mean?
Why are you so angry? That's perfectly normal, isn't it?
How is that normal? Leaving your belongings in someone else's house is unacceptable. You need to tell him off properly.
Look, you're overreacting.
Overreacting? He's practically moved in without anyone asking me.
Listen, I'm the one who told him to leave his stuff here. It would be stupid for me to scold him for that, wouldn't it?
You told him to? What do you mean? When did this conversation happen? And why wasn't I included?
It came up naturally. He mentioned it was inconvenient to carry everything back and forth, so I'm giving that room to Tyler.
Huh? That makes no sense. You can't just give a room in our house to someone else.
But I've decided to make my junior colleague a member of this household.
A member of what? Are you listening to yourself right now? Don't decide things like that on your own. Why would you do something like that?
Well, apparently he was living with his girlfriend, but they broke up and he got kicked out of that place.
Why did that happen?
Originally, he was just crashing at his girlfriend's place.
Crashing? Like not paying rent? But he's an office worker, right? Why would he crash at someone's place?
He likes gambling and spends most of his salary on that.
That's terrible. So because he doesn't have a home, he's going to live with us?
That's right. When someone's in trouble, helping them is what being a senior is about, right?
Are you kidding me? We had plans to use that room for various things.
I don't care. He says he wants to live with us too, so keep that room available.
Of course I'd refuse. Why should I have to live with a complete stranger?
He may be a stranger to you, but to me he's an important junior colleague. Family.
Family? He's not family. I'm your family. Don't be ridiculous. To me, he's just some random person.
Well, you need to change that attitude.
Why should I change anything? This is my house, too.
I don't care about your feelings. I'm the one taking care of your living expenses. Why should I have to listen to your opinion when I'm providing for you?
What did you just say?
Isn't that right? I'm the one earning money. You're living off that money, so you should listen to what I say, shouldn't you?
Living off that money? I contribute to this household. I do housework, too.
That's what you're supposed to do. Don't get the wrong idea that we're equals just because of that. I'm doing what I need to do as the head of household, so you need to follow my decisions.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you serious?
Of course I am!
Don't you understand how much I think about our family?
I'm the one who thinks about family the most, and I want to take good care of Tyler, too.
Are you an idiot?
What?
Well, fine. If that's what you think, do whatever you want. So you're letting Tyler live in that room, is that right?
Obviously. Don't oppose this anymore. Starting today, he's a resident of this house. Make sure you treat him accordingly.
Understood. I'll do that.
Don't do unnecessary things.
Oh, what's wrong all of a sudden? I haven't done anything unnecessary.
Don't lie. Tyler complained to me.
Tyler did? About what? What exactly did he say?
I heard you charged him rent. Why did you do that?
Wait a minute. I don't understand why you're angry about that. We pay rent to live in this house too, right? So it's natural for Tyler to pay rent too.
Of course, I didn't ask him to pay the same amount as us. Since it's one room, I asked for about a quarter of the total rent, and yet he complained. That's unacceptable.
You can't just demand money from my colleague. Listen, letting him live in that room was my act of kindness, and then you do something petty like charging rent. Because of you, Tyler called me cheap. You made me lose face. Do you think it's okay to do something like that?
He called you cheap when you're the one offering him free housing? That should tell you something about his character. You said you wanted to be admired by your junior colleagues, right?
Yeah, I said that, but what's your point?
Let me be blunt. You're not being admired at all. You're just being taken advantage of. You're being used. When will you realize that?
That's not true. Tyler appreciates everything I'm doing for him.
Does he? Because calling you cheap doesn't sound appreciative.
What are you talking about?
That guy is definitely making fun of you behind your back. He's not even hiding that attitude at home anymore, and he's treating me like I'm beneath him too. And what you're doing isn't helping your career advancement. Instead of doing this, I think you'd be better off producing results at work and earning respect from your juniors that way.
Shut up! Don't act like you know everything. I'm thinking about various things too. Besides, Tyler is in trouble, so it's good to help him out. Why are you being so petty? We have a spare room anyway.
So is there any plan for when he'll move out? Have you discussed him looking for a new place?
No, we haven't talked about that. Tyler has a lot going on at work, so he probably doesn't have time to handle moving procedures.
A lot going on at work? Like what?
You know, work stuff, projects, and meetings.
The same work stuff that everyone else manages while still maintaining their own housing? So that person is going to live in our house indefinitely?
Well, I don't know about that, but even so, he's a cute junior colleague, so please accept him. Don't do mean things like charging rent.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry about that.
Good that you understand.
I'll keep the room available, so let Tyler use it however he wants.
What is this supposed to mean?
Oh, what?
Why aren't you home? The clothes from the closet are gone too.
I'm not living in that house anymore.
What do you mean? Why are you doing this?
You told me to keep the room available, so I moved out to give Tyler more space to use freely.
That's not what I meant, and you know it.
Is it? You said he should be able to use the room however he wants. Well, now he can use the whole house however he wants.
No, I was talking about that unused storage-like room. I never told you to move out.
Is that so? Well, either way, I'm leaving the house now. Feel free to use the empty room. Tell Tyler that too.
Wait a minute. Why are you moving out?
Obviously, because I don't want to live with a stranger. Why should I have to do that?
You'll get used to it quickly.
I don't want to get used to it. I don't want to live with anyone except family.
But there's no need to move out.
If I don't want to live together, I have to move out. I told you many times that I didn't want to live with him, but you never listened to what I was saying. That's why I left the house.
Then what are you going to do? You were a stay-at-home wife. What can you do after leaving here? You won't be able to live properly.
I'm going back to my parents' house, so there's no problem. When I called Mom, she immediately told me to come home.
You called your mother? What did you tell her?
The truth, that my husband moved another man into our house without consulting me.
Seriously? Your parents' house is pretty far from here, isn't it?
That's right, but it's no problem if I have a car. The drive was a bit tough, but it's actually better since I can distance myself from you.
No, wait! Please reconsider! Tyler's attitude is a bit arrogant, and that bothers you, right? I'll speak to him, strictly. That should work, right? So please come back. Let's talk about this here.
Obviously not. I don't even want to see either of your faces anymore.
Don't say that!
Oh, and I left the divorce papers on the living room table.
Divorce papers?
Of course. I can't continue married life with someone like you.
Wait. I was wrong. I I'm really sorry. Please don't divorce me. Divorcing over something like this is ridiculous, isn't it?
This isn't something like this for me. This is you showing me exactly how little you respect me as your wife and partner.
That's not true. I do respect you.
Your actions say otherwise.
Are you really planning to divorce?
That's what I'm saying. I've already signed it, so you just need to file it at City Hall.
Can't we talk one more time?
There's no need. My feelings won't change. Well then, you two men can get along nicely from now on.
Jessica, I need to talk to you.
Oh, how unusual, getting contacted by you.
I want you to mediate between Sarah and me.
Mediate?
Actually, we're in a big fight right now. Sarah went back to her parents' house. No matter what I say, she won't listen. But you've been friends with her since college, right? If you talk to her, I think she'll agree to discuss things. Can you help me out?
No, I'll have to decline.
Why?
Because I think you're completely in the wrong in this situation, and I believe divorce is justified.
So you heard from Sarah?
Yes, I heard that you unilaterally tried to have a man live in your house. That's definitely your fault.
I admit deciding on my own was wrong, but we had a spare room. Don't you think she was also wrong to stubbornly refuse?
Stubbornly refuse? She had every right to refuse. I think she wouldn't have said anything if it was just having him stay occasionally, but you said you were going to have him live there permanently, right?
Well, not permanently exactly.
For how long then?
I don't know, until he gets back on his feet.
Which could be never, given his gambling problem.
But we had a spare room!
You were keeping it spare.
What do you mean?
You were keeping it empty for when you have children in the future, as a nursery.
A nursery?
That's right, and yet you wanted to have someone live there.
But we don't have children yet, and isn't it too early to think about that?
Even if she wants children, she can't try to conceive with a stranger in the house, can she? Please consider women's feelings more.
So that's why she was against it?
Exactly. It's not such a superficial issue as just not liking strangers in the house. Sarah was against it because she was thinking about your family. And yet you didn't notice anything and called her petty and whatnot.
But if she had just told me that...
The fact that you couldn't notice without being told shows you weren't thinking about Sarah. That's why Sarah is leaving you.
So there's no room for us to talk anymore?
That's not for me to decide. However, if you think there's still room for discussion, I don't think Sarah would ignore you, would she?
I see.
So please stop bothering Sarah from now on.
Fine, I get it. Sarah, what is this supposed to mean? I need you to explain this properly.
What? We've already filed for divorce, so we have nothing to do with each other anymore.
Then what is this certified mail? What's this about damage compensation?
You know how I went to pick up my things the other day?
Yeah, I know. You seem to avoid meeting me face to face.
Well, when I went there, the alcohol that was stored in the kitchen cabinet was gone.
You mean that whiskey your father gave us as a wedding gift?
That's right, the whiskey that Dad, who collects alcohol as a hobby, gave us. That was gone. You know that whiskey was very premium and expensive, right? We had discussed saving it for a special day and stored it in the cabinet, but Tyler drank it without permission.
Wait a minute. That's just an accusation. There's no way Tyler would do something like that.
Ever since that person started coming to our house, there were signs of him eating and drinking things from the refrigerator without permission. I told you about that, remember?
I remember, but there's no proof.
Right, so to make you believe me, I installed a security camera in the living room.
What?
I set it up so it would capture the kitchen area, and sure enough, it clearly recorded him opening the cabinet without permission and drinking the alcohol. I showed all this footage to the police and filed a report.
The police? Sarah, that seems extreme.
Extreme? He stole from us. That's a crime.
So Tyler is...
He'll probably be arrested soon. The police said they'd act quickly.
Seriously?
And I'm requesting damage compensation from you. That alcohol cost about $5,000, so please pay that amount.
Hey, wait, why me? Tyler is the one who did it!
Oh, aren't you going to protect your junior colleague?
That's not what I mean.
I'll properly request payment from Tyler too, but you're also responsible. If you had properly supervised Tyler, this wouldn't have happened. It's called supervisory responsibility. Besides, I don't think Tyler has $5,000 to pay. He has no savings because of gambling, right? So it's natural to request payment from someone who can actually pay, isn't it?
You're kidding! I don't have that kind of money either! I lost half my assets in the property division!
Don't make it sound bad. Property division is a legitimate right, and so is this damage compensation request. I'm making requests according to legal rules, and you have an obligation to pay both.
Wait, if you demand all this at once...
You did enough to deserve this. I expect you to pay properly.
Why are you doing this? This is harassment!
What is?
You're laughing watching me suffer! That's sick!
I don't mean it that way.
Then stop it, since I hate it so much!
Did you stop when I said I hated the living arrangement? Did you listen to my words when I was against it?
Well, that was...
You didn't! You never even tried to consider how I felt when I was against it. And now you want me to consider your feelings? Don't be ridiculous.
I was wrong!
Then properly respond to my request. That's the only atonement you can make. Also, if he's arrested for theft, Tyler will probably be fired. He'll have problems with money and housing, so please, take good care of him.
Why should I?
Tyler is family to you, isn't he? Tyler was then arrested for theft. However, the matter was settled and he avoided prison. Afterward, he was fired from his company and became unemployed. Mark initially continued to let Tyler live in his house, but became angry when Tyler wouldn't work and just kept gambling. When Mark tried to kick him out, Tyler resisted desperately, leading to a big fight that got the police involved, and both men severely reprimanded. After that, Mark canceled his lease and they now live separately. As for me, I lived with my parents for a while. Then Jessica offered to hire me at her company, so now I'm working hard under Jessica's guidance. Although I divorced Mark, I still want to have children of my own. So once my life settles down, I'm thinking of starting to look for someone new.